Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, alert 3. Shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Rock it down.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Block now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check it back.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw it is Locke. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 26, 36, 36.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Nifty move. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On first down, here's Breida. Still churning. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from the season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly. Script I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And able to find Graham, complete. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Jones. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Look at me. Go.
Now it's Breida. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218,
They run with Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
64, win.
They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Set. 30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
They look to throw. It's Locke. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Got it.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, Alpha. Say go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen,
he hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49er first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
It's a loss of a yard.
You draw force.
At the 37-yard line.
Yo, fire.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Goodwin able to haul it in. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Ready.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Locke now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Ready? Hey, box drop.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jackrabbit, come on, fight.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
49, check 49.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
8-3. Hey, Sam off. Hey, rock it. Deep rip.
Breida, he'll try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On second and 11 now. Lock. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. With it is Brown. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's second down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Rodgers going to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Niners on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Protein spill.
Get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, check 24.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, orbit.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Locke working out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Here we go.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
56 to Mike. 56.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers is complete to Jones. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Niners 45, Packers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1-0 here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the...
And this is caught at the 20. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Ward. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll actually throw it with Locke. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.